The mail never stops.
Here comes the mailman.
Mail time.
Mail time. Mail time. Mail time. The mail's here. You control the mail. You control information.
I don't know, man.
I am suffering.
Why, buddy? What's wrong, Stephen A?
In your league. Who you gonna call?
What happened, Stephen A?
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
You know what that was? That was Stephen A. on behalf of every listener out there who listened to an off-brand fantasy podcast, read the article of some off-brand fantasy analyst, took the advice of some off-brand fantasy guru, and blew it because they didn't listen to the Sleeper Wire Mailsack. Well, you are the educated and smart fans. You know the Sleeper Wire Mailsack is your weekly call-in live advice show, and you're tuned in. Phone line is wide open right now, 205-79-SLEEP, 205-7975-337. If you call that number right now, you will jump the line and be able to ask your question first. Other than that, we've got a list of questions that have come in through the Sleeper app, through our Facebook group, Sleeper Wire Fantasy Football Club, through our Twitter at Sleeper Wire Show, and wherever else we are. I don't know. We're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, and those are live. You can talk to us on there as well. If you're tuned in live, again, that's the number. If you're listening on the recording, the number won't work, so go to those other places. On the show today, let me do a quick intro, and then we'll get to the caller. On the show today, my Dynasty and Devy specialist, part of the FTN network and Destination Devy, helping you dominate your Dynasty and Devy leagues at DL Football on Twitter, and also available as a virtual prom date on the dark web. Mr. Personality Plus, Jordan Richards on Twitter at Chaboy J Rich. And I got my performance-based expert. He never skips legs days and makes money selling money. Figure that out. It's Primetime Lucas on Twitter at Sleepwire LBB. And Hoos might pop in at some point here too, guys. Welcome to the show. Hope it got you fired up with a little intro there.
That was great. I loved it.
All right, let's take a call. I think I might know who this is. Is this Oswaldo?
Nah, it's DJ, brother.
DJ. Oh, okay, DJ. Hey, listen. This goes for everybody tonight. We're going to try to keep phone calls a little bit tighter this week. So, DJ, ask good questions and let us get right into it.
Come on, man. Nah, I'm just playing. All right, cool. Man, I got a bunch of buys this week, man. So I got a bunch of buys. So really, I'm trying to determine Cobb. He's questionable now. He's got an illness. Mark came out and said he's gonna be fine. This week, I got Lockett and I'm starting AJ Brown. Who I have is Cobb and really Darnell Mooney. I have Bourne, but he tested positive, so I basically took him off my roster because he was gonna be a 1 week fill-in for me. So really, I got. Honestly, the only two people I got right now for this week is Cobb, and I got Darnell Mooney for a third receiver this week.
Not great options, but you know, I'm not telling you anything that you don't know. Maybe Jordan has a feel for one of these two guys.
Honestly, I think you're in not a bad spot. I think both are in good matchups this week. I would probably lean Mooney. I think he's just the home run option. So if you're talking about you need a guy to boom on your lineup versus just kind of play it safe with Cobb. Obviously, you told us a bit of your lineup, but I think that if you're looking for the boom, you go with Mooney. If you're looking for a little bit safer, you probably go with Cobb.
Yeah, but is Cobb even really? I mean, in a PPR, you know, what's Cobb's giving you a baseline of 10 probably.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's fair. But I think I agreed that I do like Mooney a little bit more.
Okay, so go with Mooney as a third. I mean, that's just till T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, and you know, I get Rager back because Rager's on bye as well, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and then Cup is on bye too. So like all my real good receivers are on bye.
Well, and kind of what sways this for me is he's going against Tennessee, and Tennessee's just, you know, one of those that lets everyone have a turn.
Yep, they're beatable, and they'll put up points, so it should be a shootout.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make it quick for you guys. What about Jordan Wilkins? Y'all like him, or do y'all like him, or picking up Puron better?
Who was it?
Was that Wilkins?
Puron, yeah, Wilkins. I got Wilkins right now, but do y'all like Puron, or should I just let Puron sit in the waiver and be somebody else's headache?
I think I would personally. I think that there's a better opportunity for Pirine. Kind of, right? He's with the Jets, so like, what does that opportunity really entail there? And Wilkins, we've seen like he looked good. Did anyone else see the little like 360 spin to stay in and the dive 10 yards? Like that was one of my favorite plays of the season that I've seen so far. So it's going to rotate there. They're giving work to a lot of different people, but we've seen, he is much more talented on a better team. And if they're riding the hot hand, like, Wilkins is probably going to be a bye week fill in or whatever. So I like the upshot of the bye week fill in on him rather than just having someone with kind of a low floor, low ceiling that's taking up a bench spot. Give me that lottery ticket just in case that Jonathan Taylor ends up being, nothing. Right. Like maybe he stops performing and they keep that's not really going to happen. But I think Wilkins has earned some touches.
I'm totally with you, Lucas. JT hasn't got it done. I was going to say JT hasn't got it done. And I believe after they play Baltimore, their schedule opens up a lot. So if Wilkins does get the carries, he's going to be a good option on a good offense.
Yep.
Okay, so I should keep Matt at the stash of a Puron, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wilkins over Puron. DJ, you good? Or you got one more quick one? We got time for one really quick one.
All right, I got one more. So I picked up basically J.D. McKissick as a backup to Gibson, just in case anything happens to Gibson. I feel like McKissick the uptick in PPR would be really, really good for him.
So if I think that McKissick more or less, at least in a PPR league, McKissick kind of has his own role, his own value. So you don't necessarily even need anything to happen to Gibson for McKissick to be a usable kind of safe floor option on a bye week. Again, not somebody I'm wanting to play every single week, but he does have a role on that offense.
All right, cool. I just put him on my bench for depth just in case. And then I dropped Kelly. Y'all agree with that? I'm an Eckler owner, by the way, and I got Justin Jackson already.
Yeah, I dropped Kelly this week too.
That's tough, man. If you have them all, I think, yeah, that's the problem. If you have them all, that's not a great scenario, especially with all those buys. But if you can get Kelly back, maybe after these buys are over and you can just shore up that lineup, I think that'd be a good option. But for this week, you probably can't afford to.
Oh, okay. So, I could probably get him back this week. Should I drop McKissick or Wilkins for him? Or should I, should I drop Wilkins or Wilkins for him? Get him back?
I kind of, McKissick would be who I would drop. I like the upside of Wilkins. Wilkins looks like the best player out of those three. So I think that it's kind of whichever one you prefer. We've been holding on to Kelly. He doesn't really seem to be doing a whole lot for you. He's not someone that even on a bye week that you're excited to put in your lineup and see what he has. It just hasn't felt very comfortable. So, I'm a little bit indifferent. McKissick, Kelly, both kind of a guy that's just sitting there that you're throwing in only if you have to.
All right, DJ.
Yeah, I feel like I trust McKissick more, to put him in, if I needed to over Kelly personally.
Then go with your heart, buddy. Go with your heart. Take your intuition and use it, man.
All right, Sam.
All right, buddy.
All right, take it easy, bro.
Thanks for the call.
Yep.
All right, we got phone lines are open moderately because we got another call right now. I think I know who this is. I think I know who this is.
Oh, this is Curtis, baby.
It's Curtis, baby.
Oh, Curtis, man. This is the new cut. Y'all be back. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Curtis, baby, what's up?
What's up, guys? Man, what's up?
Yeah, where's the love, baby? I can tell how your week went by like how you answer the phone call. And right now, I don't know. I can't tell if you are still in first and you're winning or if this was a rough week.
Oh, no. It was a rough week, man. It was a rough week. Unfortunately, it was a rough week.
Okay, all right.
I had the likes of Carson Wentz killing me. Devy Johnson wet the bed. I lost George Kittle. Blanket shit wet the bed too. It was a rough week.
That's a rough week. That is a rough week, but it's not insurmountable. And so let's get to it. What you got? Hit Jordan up right now.
All right, guys. All right. Okay. In my wide receiver spot, AJ Brown's Iverson. I have I'm really hoping that I can concentrate because I'm going to play him because he's been burning a hole in my roster this week. So what do you guys feel about Thomas this week?
You definitely play him if he's in. No questions about it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, guys, if that's the case, all right, I'm playing because it's 3 receivers. So I'm playing. I have AJ Brown, Michael Thomas already slotted there, and my wide receiver 3 spot. This is a little difficult because I'm looking at Brandon Ayuk, whose target volume is rising, and him being the only like legit wide receiver there outside of Trent Taylor. So I really like his. I like the fact he gonna have a lot of opportunity. It's just going against Alexander, the cornerback from Green Bay could be a little difficult, but he has opportunity to be wide receiver 2 this week. I like his matchup.
Alexander who? I don't care. It doesn't even matter to me. All right, Ayuk is the guy. Kittle's out. Debo's out. And Ayuk looks better with Nick Mullins. I'm just saying, and they're going to find ways to get him the ball. Like, he is one of the, if not the playmaker that's left on the field for them right now. Everyone else is hurt. Like, so just out of sheer manufactured touches, they do sweeps. They do all sorts of stuff to get him the ball.
All right, then. Well, I felt the same way. I was gonna give you my other options as well, because right now my starters are AJ Brown, Ayuk, and Michael Thomas. On the bench, it's no way in hell I'm starting Amari Cooper, and then I have Deontay Johnson, who I know I love him, but I can't trust him no more. He keep hurt. Every time I start him, he kills me. I can't deal with him no more.
Toledo Rockets.
They are playing Dallas.
Man,
they are playing Dallas.
That's pulling on my heart, man. That could be a 3-touchdown game for Deontay Johnson. I know you don't want to do it, but to be honest, your point about Ayuk is fair, though. If he does see Jair, he could be in some trouble. I don't think he's seen anybody like that, but Lucas is right. You know, he should get a lot of touches no matter what. They'll force feed him the ball, but Deontay is pulling at those heartstrings. It's pulling at those heartstrings, man. I love Deontay Johnson. He's just always hurt.
I know what you mean, because I'm actually a diehard Steelers fan, so I know what you mean. It kills me because I know this guy's potential. It's just he can't stay healthy. It's so hard for him to stay on the field, but his talent is undeniable.
So here's my question to you: the guy that you're playing this week, is it a stud or somebody that you should beat?
Oh, it is an absolute stud. And this is my main league. This is my main league because I'm 3-5 in this league. My main league. He's 7-1. I'm going against Russell Wilson and Dalvin Cook this week.
I think I got to backtrack, to be honest. I think Ayuk has a lot safer of a floor, but I think Johnson.
If you need that ceiling,
he could put up 30. He could put up 30. But you're risking, like you said, like he could get you 2. So, you know, it just depends. Do you want that safe 10 to 15, or do you want to take that up shot?
I'm gonna take my running backs because my running back made me feel a little safer because I have Jared Connor, Josh Jacobs, and in the flex I have Chase Edmonds, and my quarterback is Kyler Murray. I feel very comfortable. It's just like only position I'm worried about is my wide receiver 3 position. It's like I'm tossing between Ayuk and Johnson.
So
go ahead.
So what I would say to you, and Lucas, I'll just get your opinion on this. Would you rather start Ayuk simply because he has Connor? Because it could be a 3-touchdown game for Connor as well. You know, Dallas isn't stopping anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's real possible that the Steelers just get up and then they stop having to throw the ball. That would be probably my biggest worry. And, you know, because Dallas, actually, you know what my biggest worry is going to be is that Pittsburgh has like 2 pick sixes, and the defense just absolutely shuts them down. And then you just start seeing like, the backup, just random people start getting points. So I think that, I probably am now being persuaded just to go back to Ayuk and just kind of have that safer guarantee of targets. And you kind of assume that San Francisco's not going to be ahead against Green Bay. We don't know, but I assume that they're not going to be ahead. So they're just going to be throwing the ball the whole time.
Yep.
All right. If that's the case, guys, I just another quick question. Since I had lost Kittle, I was able because I had to burn the rest of my fab on Noah Fent because he was on the waiver wire. You guys think that was a good pickup since I had lost Kittle?
Absolutely.
That's a great pickup.
All right. Okay. And you see, I had one more question. In my other two quarterback league. I'm right now I'm looking at a choice between John Brown against the Seahawks and Brandon Cooks against the Jaguars.
I think I'm going Cooks here.
You and your love for Brandon Cooks.
I mean, what is John Brown doing for you? Is Cole Beasley hurt? Is Diggs hurt?
Curtis, take Brandon Cooks. I'm with Lucas here. I'm just giving him a little bit of shit. Don't worry about it. Roll with Cooks. He's a better option.
Will Fuller may not even still be on the team by the time that this game happens.
No, he's not getting traded, unfortunately for him.
All right, Curtis, you all set?
All right. I'm good to go, guys. I'm good to go, man. I appreciate the energy, man. Because it was a rough week, so I feel a little better now, man.
All right, buddy. We love having you on the show every week. Thanks for calling in. Curtis, longtime listener, longtime caller. Greg's on the line. Greg, thanks for calling the Sleepwire Show. What's your question tonight?
Yeah, I have a couple of questions. One, how do you feel about Deshaun Hamilton from the wide receiver for Denver? In my flex spot, I'm going back and forth between him, Marvin Jones, and I'm waiting on an update on Chris Carson. So, how do you feel?
Yeah, so this would have been real easy for me if Matthew Stafford was playing, but now that he's attracted the COVID, I just don't know what to make of that situation there. I think that I'm probably still going to lean Marvin Jones over Hamilton, but I don't love it, and I would definitely be hoping that Chris Carson's playing.
No, I'm with you, man. No Kenny G. He should be fine. I'm not worried about it.
Okay. And I'm still in my other league, I have it's kind of messed up. I'm stuck between playing the tight end for Green Bay and Evan Ingram.
It's a good problem to have. But is the Giants?
I'm assuming it's Tanyan, right?
Yeah, I got Tanya.
I'm probably leaning Evan Ingram if it's me. Pretty sure San Francisco's not giving up a whole lot to the tight end this year, but I have them very close in my rankings. Not that Washington's a great matchup, but I think I'm going to give the slight edge to Ingram. You know, if Devontae Adams was still out, Tanyan kind of looked like he was the guy, but Adams is getting all of the love right now. It doesn't, Rodgers doesn't seem to be looking at anybody else.
Okay. All right. That's all I had, man. I appreciate it, man. I love listening to you guys, man. I get great information, man.
All right, Greg. Hey, man, thanks for calling in. Appreciate the call. Appreciate the listen. All right, phone lines are clear, so that means they're open, which means if you want to call in 205-797-5337, 205-79-SLEEP is the number. You can jump the line. And we got questions coming in from everywhere. We got questions from Mixler chat. Hoos is joining us. I'm going to tell you a secret about Hoos. He already knows he won the election, but he can't tell anybody. But he's the prophet. This stuff doesn't exist. Like, there's nothing exists that he doesn't know the results of. So Hoos is here to give us some deep sleepers. We got some questions from the stream, actually. Let's take a look at these here. Mini Jordan 718, full PPR. Choose a running back and flex. Running backs are Singletary, Swift, Justin Jackson, Wilkins, wide receivers Deontay, DJ Moore, DJ Chark, and AB.
Let me check.
Choose.
Man, that's a lot of options there at running back.
It is. I kind of like Justin Jackson against Vegas.
Yep. Yep. Probably not Wilkins this week. Singletary you can't trust. Swift though.
I mean, yeah.
I think Swift for me.
Against the Vikings too, it's a matchup.
I just like Swift more than the rest of these guys as far as the talent. So I think that's going to outperform whatever the rest of these guys.
Is Swift that talented though? I mean, he's getting the work and he's been in good situations, but the dude doesn't look that fast. Dropping stuff all over. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay, let's
just putting it out
roll
there.
it back here.
Hey, is Swift even really that talented? Like,
how many times I gotta tell you, man?
I don't
he ain't
know.
named Swift for no reason.
No, I don't know. Yeah, because
He's
that's what
swifter
his
than
mama and
fast.
daddy made him. That's about it. He ain't fast.
He's
He ain't
swifter than
fast.
fast. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Than fast.
I don't know. But it sounds like we got 2 for Swift. So what about the wide receivers here, boys?
I think it's got to be DJ Moore. We already talked about Deontay. We just can't trust his health. You know, I love the matchup, but I think you got to roll with DJ Moore.
Yeah, it's DJ for me.
Yeah, against the Chiefs. Whoo,
Yeah.
talk about a shootout.
Give me some, give me some of that game.
Take the over in that game.
Yeah.
All right, Shades
I like the
720.
bounce back.
Need 2 in standard among these misfits: David Johnson, Rojo, Zeke, Jay Taylor, or D Harris. That is a bunch of misfits, isn't it?
It really is. I'm gonna go Rojo and Zeke here. He's got the hammy though, so pay attention to that.
Would you go with Damian Harris?
I was looking at that.
It's
I was
still
gonna say
the
Damian
Jets.
Harris. Yeah,
It's still the Jets.
I don't have my rankings up right now, so I'm kind of.
I think you got to go with
Zeke.
I think you have to play Zeke. I really don't like Rojo. I don't like Taylor, and I'm not in love with Harris. So I'm kind of just wanting to go David Johnson and Zeke here.
I don't hate it. I think David Johnson should be good, especially against the Jags.
It's against Jacksonville, you know,
But is there
where
a better matchup than the
David
Jets,
Johnson,
though?
yeah, Jacksonville.
No, come on.
Yeah,
The Jets,
dude.
Ooh,
What?
They're both terrible. What are we arguing
Hold on.
about?
Let me pull up real quick. Let me pull up for you real quick.
oh, he's going to PFF right now. Hold on.
Let me pull up
Let me pull up the run line, Grace.
All right. Jacksonville's given up the 6th most points
Right.
to running backs.
And
then the Jets.
And
are
then
number one.
let me
And?
give me a second here. Okay. And then the Jets.
Allowed 400 yards through the air last week.
I mean, yeah, but what did they give up on the ground though?
Well, it didn't matter what happened.
You know, they were
The
stuffing
Chiefs
the
could have
ground
ran for
game.
300.
So,
passed
okay,
for
so
500.
they've given up the 8th most.
So we'll say it's a
it's-
loss, I
it's-
guess.
they're both
close.
terrible.
It's close. They're,
But the
they're-
Pats will run, though. Like, they're going to run because the Jets won't be able to do anything.
But which one is more guaranteed to get the work?
I think, well, Harris should see, probably 15 to 20 carries.
Yeah, I like Harris. But I mean, this is a ugly problem to have. But that's why we're here trying to help you. And this is what we got. I think you're rolling with What are we leaning? What we got? 2 for?
I think we have 3 for Zeke.
Yeah.
And then
should we just say no to Zeke? Just say, why are we even playing him against
Well,
Pittsburgh?
you gotta watch that. You gotta watch that hammy too. So I mean, you might, Pollard's out there. I know my guy Michael Lou tweeted Pollard season. I was like, bro, what happened? And he's just like, nah, the hammy. So I mean, yeah.
And
true.
Pittsburgh, like maybe.
I'm not sitting Zeke though.
I wish I could sit Zeke in all my leagues, man.
No, I mean you
I
can't.
hate playing them.
No, you're playing them. We're not saying that you're not going to play them. We just expect RB2 numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it David Johnson or Harris?
Harris for me.
I'm rolling with Harris too. I think he's got better touchdown upside.
Okay. Well, okay. I mean, I don't know about better touchdown upside. Jacksonville's giving it up to everybody, so you know that Houston's going to be in the red zone. And if you don't think that Brandon Cooks is going to score anything there, Jay Rich, if you don't think Brandon Cooks,
no, I gave you Brandon Cooks.
You gave it to me. You gave it to me,
and we don't even know who. Do we know who Jacksonville's quarterback is? Oh, it's Jake Glutton, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Let me spit something at you real quick. Brandon Cooks over the last 3 weeks, 30 targets, 30 targets over the last 3 weeks, and they played Jacksonville 3 weeks ago. Do you know what he did to them? Do you know?
Is that his 200-yard game or 170
yeah, he put
or
up
whatever?
30 points in a PPR against them.
No Minshew magic though. So
he's going for
to your
round
point,
2.
They may run a little bit more this time around. Let D-Watt have a day off for once in his life.
Oh, we'll see.
All right, we got a phone call. I don't know who this is. So they might be a first-time caller. Good evening. Welcome to Sleepwire Show. What is your name? What is your question?
Hey, I'm in there. My name's Mars. MarsBot3 on Twitter. I've been telling y'all I was gonna call.
Oh yeah, what's up, man? How you doing?
I've been listening to you guys. I'm doing good. I've been listening to you guys for about 2 years. I got some breaking news for you guys real quick. Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel won't play tomorrow. They're on COVID IR, by the way.
Yeah.
I see that. Yep. Sleeper just popped up with
they shut down the facility today.
They're considered high risk. They haven't tested positive. Kendrick Bourne is the one that has it. And Brandon Ayuk, well, basically, so the other wide receivers.
They're doing the contract tracing and all that stuff.
Yeah, so we'll see. Not for sure out yet. Not for sure, but good call.
No, it said they're out. I think it said they're out.
They did the same. They did the same to Jamal Williams. I had him.
Yeah. So Lucas just, he wants to see the PCR test results. They need to be emailed to him directly from the NFL.
I need to see this. All right.
He needs it. He needs it.
My heart.
So what about Mars? Do you have a question, or are you just a news reporter for us today?
We appreciate that, though.
No, I didn't mean to outshine. My bad. I just if you were entering anymore. Anyway, so I know you're crunched. I got a few, but let's see what I can get. If Carlos Hyde and Carson aren't playing, I got DJ Dallas. I'm hopeful. Will Travis Homer impede DJ Dallas?
Oh,
I don't think so.
Not after what he just did. I think he really showed that he's, the guy showed his talent, that I think Carson's going to probably be a goner because of him. So I think that he is their future. I think they want to see more. I want to see more.
So if Carson is healthy, I don't know that he's a goner, but what we have seen though is
no. I mean,
DJ, but DJ Dallas,
right now you're still playing Carson.
He can catch the ball. He can catch it. So they're going to get him in. They're going to sprinkle him in. He's earned some time. But I don't know. Has anyone else seen anything from Homer saying, "Oh yeah, this guy deserves work"? Anything more than just like spelling DJ?
I mean, we haven't seen enough from him. I like the flashes. What about you, Jay Rich?
They have a similar role, so I don't see why they would play home over Dallas when Dallas already looked good.
Right.
And like some people know this, some people don't. DJ Dallas was a wide receiver in college until he converted to running back. So yeah, he can catch passes, he can run routes, he can do what Seattle needs him to do. But him and Homer, both out of Miami, play a similar role in the NFL. So why would you play the worst player other than to just give a guy a little bit of rest? It wouldn't make any sense. So I think Dallas is going to be great if he's the only guy other than Homer this week.
Gotcha. Appreciate you. All right. That's my least worry. But now that I know that, I have him for extra because I have Ridley and Chris Godwin. And I don't think both of them are going to play. Just the way things go. Hopefully one of them plays. But who would I have? I have some flex options. I just picked up Mike Williams. Like I said, DJ Dallas. And then, let me see. I'm sorry. I'm DJ Slate. I mean, not DJ, Darius Slayton. And like I said, Mike Williams.
I mean, I have zero issue with Mike Williams. Yeah, so I'm assuming that Godwin and Ridley are both going to be out. Atlanta has this game, and then they're on their bye, and it's like a mid-foot sprain. So there's no reason for them. I don't think it's a losing season for Atlanta. They really, Godwin is clearly the future of that wide receiving corps, or excuse me, Ridley is clearly the future there. So it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for them to force him to get out there and play when he just injured it this past game. I would assume he takes this game off, has his bye, and then comes back hopefully strong after that.
Okay, so can you then I guess I need 2 out of those 3, and then which would you prioritize if one's out?
I'm gonna go with Dallas. And who's the other? You said I just heard Dallas and Mike Williams. The other 2 are out, right?
Mike Williams, Slayton.
Slayton. I'm gonna go Dallas and Mike Williams.
Do you agree, Jay Rich? Not a great matchup for.
I'm fine with it. I got no
the
issues.
Giants.
I roll with Mike Williams too. I don't really like Slayton as much this week. But I like Dallas. I like Mike Williams a lot. So Mike Williams is just waiting for that 3-4 touchdown game. It's coming.
Yeah.
He is a monster. He's so good.
It's coming. It has to soon enough.
Where do you think he's gonna get drafted about next year? Because he's showing with Herbert now, like he's
probably 4 or 5.
Right?
I'd expect him to go, where Metcalf went, right? I think they're in similar ascensions.
Round.
He's there now.
Yeah.
Great quarterback connection. So
he's healthy.
That's what we're waiting for.
Yeah, he's healthy.
I mean, yeah, but yeah. We'll talk about it at the end of the season.
All right, last question. I appreciate it.
Go ahead.
So I got Swift. I heard you talk about him earlier. Boo to you. Your dog even came over and was like, "What are you talking about? Swift's nice." But is Swift better with Stafford out?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I do.
How do you?
I do.
I mean, if they can't,
You
move
gotta
the
throw the
ball,
ball quick, though. You gotta throw it quick. He's not gonna. Stafford's the only guy who's gonna be able to stand in the pocket, deliver the ball. Swift's gonna get probably, he could get 7-8 targets. Hawkinson, Swift should be fine options as far as volume goes. Yes, you can say, well, what if he only gets 50 yards? Okay,
right.
That's reasonable, but they're gonna get the ball to the hands quick. I don't even know. Is it Blau? Who's the quarterback right now?
I believe that's who he was second in line. So
Blau's
or
not
first in
bad,
line.
man.
I don't think it's.
they got rid of Blau.
Have they?
No. He's still Blau's still there, but
He's
not
still
second
there
anymore. He's not second anymore.
Who have they declared?
Maybe they haven't yet, but I think
they did.
getting
did.
the ball
Hang
out
on.
quick.
What do you talk about? You guys talk about it. Oh, Chase Daniel. Sorry.
Oh, okay, but still, Chase Daniel. I mean, he'll probably sling it a bit more, but I do think that Swift he'll get work, right? Whether it's screens, whether it's quick passes, get the ball early. I like Swift. I don't know, Lucas. Tell me why you don't like Swift.
Right?
So my logic is here: if they don't move the ball effectively, then you want those red zone opportunities. That's where the real money is going to come from, because I don't think Swift is, the end all be all, that he's not going to be a guy that's going to put up a big stat line by just getting the ball between the 20s.
You, sir, are a hater.
I'm just saying, you got someone like Phillip Lindsay that from the 50-yard line can take that to the house. Swift is going to get caught by a linebacker.
No, he'll get caught by a safety.
Happened.
Come on.
It's happened. I've seen it. I've watched it. The dude he doesn't have the go. He doesn't have the take it to the house X factor that you want to see. Like, he's an okay player. He's okay, but like, I can name like 4 other rookies that are considerably better.
I mean,
Considerably faster, yes.
Better.
That's true.
Better. I didn't stutter or mince words.
You
there.
think
Better.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a better running back than DeAndre Swift?
Yeah, I'd rather have him. Absolutely.
As a player, or is it situation based?
I think he's better. I absolutely think he is better.
That is
Dobbins.
I think you're very
Dobbins
wrong.
Is still one of my favorite.
Dobbins is excellent. JT's excellent.
He's a stud. Yeah, absolutely.
Cam Akers is suspect still.
He's a little sus there. A little sus.
Right. Clyde had one really good season.
Right.
And then there's DeAndre Swift, the prodigal son out of Georgia, who got work as a freshman with Sony Michel and Nick Chubb in a backfield. And you're talking about Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I'm just looking at what I've seen.
The guy you didn't know
until
till last season.
I'm just looking at what I've seen right now. Okay.
You're making some good points.
The body of work here. Okay.
He bodying you right now. Look, it's not right.
All right, Mars. Mars, you good, man? We got to move on. We got to call.
Like Swift, all right? You just like Swift here.
I will call back.
All right, man. Good to hear from you.
Appreciate you, bro.
You know what I forgot to mention the last time this guy called earlier today? I guess it's a 2 for Tuesday. His previous call was his 100th call to this show.
Wow.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Legend, the MVP front runner. If anybody else got to say something different about that, then come see me. If you got an issue with that, come see me.
Call 101 for Curtis, baby. What is up? Why are you calling the show again?
I'm calling the show again because I know you guys saw the news that that Brandon Ayuk just got put on the COVID list.
Yeah,
we told you to play him.
That sucks. That really sucks.
So I know Jay Rich told you to play Ayuk, but
I did. I'll own that. I gotta own that. You can throw that on the guest.
Deontay Johnson. No. We liked Ayuk. Ayuk, and it does look like he is going to be out, like everyone was just saying. So. Luckily, you have Deontay Johnson, who was kind of, that upshot lottery ticket for the wide receiver 3 that we liked anyway. We were back and forth, but just go for it. Do it.
I got you guys. And another one more question, man. Yo, what are we doing with Ronald Jones now, man? Because I don't know what to do with him no more.
I hope he doesn't fumble.
Yeah.
Just man. He got 7 carries last week to Leonard's 15.
But Jones did get the start, and then he lost all the work to Fournette post the fumble.
He's still a back end. He's still like a back in RB.
Back in 2.
Back in 2, yeah.
Back in 2, but not this week. 3. Not this week. Not against the Saints.
I still have him.
No.
Not against the Saints.
I still have him. Well, I have him as a 3 this week. I have him as
he's like 28.
I have middle 3. I have him like a middle 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 28th for me.
Okay. Yeah, I have him right about 26.
Like I want Lindsey, I want Singletary. Why is Lindsey so far down this week on Fantasy Pros? I don't understand what everyone's looking at right now. They have him 29th, and they're playing Atlanta. And Lindsey looks good. I don't understand the Lindsey hate. I never will. I never will understand the Lindsey hate.
4, so if anything, I'm bringing him up.
You are.
So I don't know. There's a lot of people down on him.
Anyway, that was my soapbox.
Yeah, because on Fantasy Pro they have him ranked 29 as a consistency. I see him at least 20. I see at least top 24 back. At least top 24. At minimum.
I like it.
All right, Curtis. Thank you for calling again, buddy. Congratulations on 100 calls, man.
Right.
You're the best.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it, man.
We appreciate you, Curtis. All right, phone lines are clear. If you want to reach us and jump the line of questions, 205-797-5337, 205-79-SLEEP. Let's go back to some questions. Oswaldo from the Mixler. I need y'all's advice more this week than any other. I have to pick up a defense. Here are his options: Falcons, Titans, Texans, dropped Bills, and drop a player. Options. Okay, so let's defense first. Falcons, Titans, or Texans this week?
Texans.
Falcons, Titans, or Texans?
Texans for sure against Jake Luton. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I haven't even done my defensive rankings yet, so it's gonna be. I'll lean with these guys.
All right, and then he's got to drop a player. His options are T. Higgins, Hasty, Godwin, CEH, AB, Dobbins, Rager. His starters are Rodgers, Adams, Cooks, Jacobs, and Robinson, tight end Waller, kickers Sukop.
It's Hasty. He's the only player who would make sense on that list.
Yeah, and I don't even want to drop Hasty, to be honest. But yeah,
everyone else is way too good.
So he has a lot of wide receivers.
Yeah.
Right. He had a lot of wide receivers. Running back depth is hard to come by. So hear me out.
Right.
Rager.
No.
Whoa, no. I would rather draft AB before Rager.
Hell no. Dude, did you
no
see
way
his schedule? Like did you see his playoff schedule, bro? It's funny.
They got Alshon eventually. They're gonna have Ertz back with Goddard now there.
Dude,
I'm just saying.
The dude who hasn't played all season?
You said Alshon?
He hasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many targets are we expecting Rager to get? Honestly,
as many as Travis Fulgham, just like he did this week.
Probably, yeah.
He got less
more. Probably he'll get more.
It was 7-6. Rager had a 22% target share.
Right.
I got
his first game back.
I got to bet.
He had the 2-point conversion.
Who gets more targets this week? Rager, Alshon, full season. Who's more targets?
Oh,
One
man,
game.
Rager on the season. For sure.
No, he's saying if we give Alshon the rest of the season, or how many targets that Rager gets this game.
Oh,
yeah. He's being funny. He's being funny, but maybe that's not too far from the truth if Alshon can't get off on the field. But you would Rager. I don't know.
Hasty's only good for as many like this week, because even next week,
right?
Have they had their bye yet? I mean, they might have their bye this week.
Yeah, they're gonna
how is he only good for this week? Tevin Coleman's
because
hurt
Coleman
again.
can come back. Mostert still is probably going to come back. I'm not saying these guys aren't hurt, but like McKinnon can still come back. Mostert can still. They're not done for the year by any stretch.
But we've seen in seasons past though that 2 to 3 running backs can all be productive for that team at the same time, especially now that Kittle is hurt, Debo's hurt. You have all these guys dealing with COVID, so they're going to be out for a couple of weeks. Like, all they're going to have is the ability to run, which is fairly effective for them. And Hasty looks good. Like, the dude looks good.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's tough. Like, the list that I was given.
And if AB comes back, and he is AB, like everyone is predicting, I mean, he looks like he's in shape. I mean, did you hear the other wide receivers that this guy has? Like, he's not even able to get T. Higgins into his lineup. And Higgins is like he's like a weekly start.
But then why are you so concerned with AB? That I get it, but to me it's just, I don't know, man. Like,
he's got a pretty deep. He's got his waiver. So he gave me some players that are on the waiver wire as well, and the waiver wire is pretty deep with McKinnon, Bell, the Bears defense, Moss. So it's not like
McKinnon's on waivers though.
Rager would sit there. Rager would sit there.
Yeah,
he probably would. But if McKinnon's there, then Hasty would probably sit there too.
Yeah.
They're to your point, they're kind of the same value. If it's 2 or 3 guys can be productive, they're similar enough value. Hasty may be the flavor of the week, but McKinnon could easily be that guy next week.
If they were sitting there right now, who would you two pick up?
I mean, Hasty.
I don't even think I would care. Whatever one was cheaper, right? You'd probably throw the same bid in for both, whatever one you get.
See, I would prefer to have Hasty. Hasty's the unknown. Hasty is that guy that we've seen like these bursts out of. Like Hasty looks like he has that X factor. Like, that dude can like break big plays. And we already know that McKinnon has health issues. So if you were to bet which one of them is more likely to finish the season, I think it's Hasty. And if you were to gamble on which one you think is more talented, I think that's Hasty also.
Look,
yeah, but I'd only say though is McKinnon's still probably better in the passing game. And you think about what's going to happen to that team, they're going to see a 10-man box.
I mean, that is. I mean, that's not wrong.
So that's the only issue with what's going on right now with no Jimmy G. Not that it really matters, but they got nothing.
I think
they got nothing. Like
over, and
he could be
method out there. So we don't know. So
I still think it's a toss-up. You don't know who it's going to be each week. Could be McKinnon.
If you have to drop a
Hasty.
guy, obviously, it's going to be.
I see the case for Rager, especially if it sounds like it's probably a 10-team league. right? Or
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
fairly
it's gotta
shallow.
be, but
And he has a lot. He has a lot of wide receivers. So I don't think it's really going to matter if it's Hasty or Rager. But if you were going to say which one is a better lottery ticket,
actually,
which one do you think it is?
Lucas,
I think it's Rager. And the only reason why is because I personally believe Mostert's coming back. So for that playoff stretch,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Week 14, like 13,
Yeah,
14, 15,
money.
Mostert's going to be he's going to be the guy you want to trade for, get before the deadline's over because he's hurt, but he'll be back and he'll be running for 6 yards a carry again. But I am with you on this week. You know, if you want to drop Rager, he'll probably be there next week unless he goes off for 150.
I mean, I'm going to pick him up. I'm going to pick him up. So you dropping him, I'm picking him up.
And Higgins might be on the.
I don't think you want to see me in the playoffs when I have him. So
well, he has to drop one of them.
Drop them, and then now you're losing to me in the playoffs because you dropped them. You're
not. But nobody is worried that someone's picking up. No one's worried about Rager coming in and whooping.
Did you see that though? Did you see that? You got the stamp of approval from Mr. GQ himself in the comments, telling you to drop his boy Jalen Rager.
I gotta pause this conversation.
That might be it.
Way too long for this conversation, guys. It feels like 30 minutes. All right, Oswaldo, I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to sort through all that. Fear the Claw wants to know: need some help at running back this week? PPR 14 team. I have Zeke, McKinnon, Singletary, DJ Dallas, Lindsey, and Dexter Williams. Which 2 do I start? And then we have a survivor pool question. Cool. So PPR running backs, Zeke, McKinnon, Singletary, DJ Dallas, Lindsey, Dexter Williams. I need 2.
Dallas and Zeke.
Yep.
Yeah, assuming Carson doesn't play.
Okay. Survival pool question is this. Who would you take this week? Steelers at Cowboys, Titans at Bears, Texans at Jags, or Cards at Dolphins? That Cards game, I would stay away from that one.
The answer is the Steelers. There's everyone who's in the survivor pool should pick the Steelers. Look at what happened with the Eagles. There's no way the Steelers are losing that game.
Yeah, the Texans could lose. It's not outside the realm of possibility for them to lose. And Titans and Bears could be surprising too. The Steelers is the lock, I think.
If you got the Steelers, they're the most obvious pick of the week. They're favored by 14. They should be favored by 25.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Fear the Claw, the obvious choices. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. Oh, but I know everyone else will pick them too. Whatever. Just play for yourself. You're not playing everyone's survivor pool. You're playing yours. Black Mom 24 PPR. How much fab should I spend for Tony Pollard? Currently have $30. And would you start Pollard over Singletary, Justin Jackson, and Swift if Zeke is out? So this is assuming Pollard is the starter. Definitely over Singletary. Definitely over Swift. I think Justin Jackson is really the only guy.
I think I'm cool leaving him there. Maybe a $5 bid.
Because
even if it's against the Steelers, you don't care.
Yeah. I was gonna say
matchup's too bad.
I mean, what do you need to just this matchup? You don't want to drop too much fab on them and waste end of season. You want to have that fab. There might be that player if you want some fab. So for 1 week, we're getting closer to the and it's week 9. So I mean,
and against the best defense in the league.
Yeah,
it's worthless to spend any money on them unless it's a multi-week injury, and I don't think that
$1-2
it's really going to be.
And to be honest, you probably get them for $0. You probably get them for $1 bid because I don't think
if he's already there for sure.
I don't think
exactly.
He's owned in most leagues.
Yeah, he is, and the Zeke thing, it's a Wednesday injury. We'll see what happens tomorrow, and then they have their bye the following week. So.
Yeah, so it's
rest him against the bestie in the league and let him take another bye.
If you're desperate, I mean, sure, you got to make it. I mean, obviously,
bad bye week, whatever.
Do with the fab if you lose this week and you're desperate, right? So sure.
All right, we got a trade question actually involving Zeke from Daj. Trade my Zeke in Hollywood for Thielen and Eckler, full PPR. My running backs are Connor, D. Johnson, Damian Harris, wide receiver Lockett, Fulgham, Cooks, Mike Williams, and Green. Absolutely. What do you guys think about this trade? You like it?
Absolutely. Love it.
I do like it, yeah.
Smoosh.
I mean, Yeah.
You got to think about this one.
What's the timetable for Eckler?
I think it's still unknown.
Yeah, but even still, you're looking for
Zeke and Hollywood aren't going to get you more points than Thielen will.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's Thielen, and then Eckler's the icing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't know that I'm quite on the smash train.
I feel better. Look,
I'm good with it.
Zeke is a flex for you at this point, right? Like, let's be clear. He's a flex for you at this point. Thielen, you'd rather have as a flex over Zeke. You know, I mean, you probably picked up something that you feel more excited about to start Zeke over, unless you don't. I mean, obviously, running backs are scarce, but it's been a weird year, so it might be. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you got James Robinson out on your team.
And Zeke's going to be on bye anyways, right? So you think about it that way. He may not play this week, and he's on bye next week. And I believe all three of those backs he's talking about are past their bye. So if you get Eckler back in 2 weeks, you're basically in the same spot you would have been anyways, except you have a running back you can use. Yeah, and you got Thielen now.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with it.
That's a C Senor trade. Mini Jordan 718 PPR. Who are some buy low running back ones, high running back twos? I'm looking to improve. My core guys are Josh Allen, Cook, Hopkins, Diggs, and Jonnu.
Probably
still Nick Chubb for me.
Chubb,
if you can get him, man.
Would you say Jacobs or no?
Yeah,
Chubb.
That'd be tough to buy Jacobs, I feel, but yeah, definitely if you can get him.
I think probably Fournette. I think that his role only gets bigger and bigger. So if you are going to buy him, I think it's probably now. And that team, you know, as they're coming into form, I think that they're just going to continue to get better and better as the season goes, as Brady gets more, you know, in sync with everyone, as they, you know, they have AB, they have, you know, Gronk is looking like Gronk again. Like,
very good.
Right.
And that defense is killer. So, I mean, I just want pieces of that team. J.K. Dobbins, if you can get him.
You'd have to get him this week. You have to run to get J.K. Dobbins.
And, you know, I mean, Zeke is probably a buy low, right? If you can get him for pennies on the dollar.
On that island here.
Gibson, maybe?
Dude, people they want rid of him. People want rid of Zeke right now. Unless they're Cowboys fans, like they're just done with Zeke. So if you can, like, you know, Zeke still has value. So I mean, if you can get him for less than what his value is, like, it's still a good pickup.
I would only want Zeke just to flip him right back. You know, like just to have him as another sexy
for one
piece
game.
and then attach him to something else, and then now I'm flipping them for something really sexy. You know.
Well, I mean, what do you really
I do agree with you for that reason.
You know, he may not play this week and then he has a bye. Like if you're okay to sit that, then you know, you can probably get Zeke for cheap right now just because he's playing like garbage. He may not play the next couple of weeks.
No,
and
I'm with you. I have to think about it, but I'm with you.
All right. Let's see. We got one from Raj Veer Ashat. I've got some spare RBs at the moment and wondering who should I move? Aaron Jones, CMC, Eckler, Gibson, James White, and Dobbins. Okay, so I think you're keeping the first two, probably the first three, and maybe the fifth. James White would be the guy I think you would move, right?
Yeah, but he has no value.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you can move any of those guys.
See, the thing is that Aaron Jones, CMC, and Eckler, none of them are playing right now. And you've held them, and you can't really move Gibson until these other guys come back. So I would say that Gibson is probably the move.
Gibson and Dobbins are the only guys you can move, really. You're not selling the other guys. So, and James White, you get nothing for, and no one's going to pay you for Eckler right now. So the only guys that have value right now is going to be Gibson and Dobbins. So you got to move one of those guys.
But you have to do it after, for sure, you know, assuming you want CMC back. Like, you want to have two of the guys back.
CMC is going to be back this week.
We think.
Yeah,
I think it has to be Gibson, though, right? Or would you – because you can't trade Dobbins once he has a really good game. Because
he could just blow
the ceiling
up the rest of the season.
The ceiling is too high, right? So I think it's probably Gibson.
For me, it's Gibson too. I love it. I mean,
I like Gibson. Why are you trying to move any of these guys?
No, you don't want to, but I guess he's just saying he has a spare.
Yeah.
And he wants to upgrade what position? I don't know.
Gibson is the most movable piece to me. The first three are like, you know, they're RB1s when they're healthy, and then Dobbins could be.
I mean, he's not the most valuable, but out of Gibson and Dobbins. I feel like Gibson's a little bit.
Do you think if you could get value for Aaron Jones, you'd move him, or are you just like full go on Aaron Jones RB1 every week?
Oh yeah, I mean he's a top 3 guy. You're not moving Aaron Jones.
You got good depth though. If you can get a good piece for him, even though you're saying like he's not playing right now,
you have to get the piece for Aaron Jones. Like I'm not moving.
Yeah,
he's got the top 3 guys. He's got top 2 of the top 3 guys right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely
completely like he's smashed. Yeah, Jesus.
But if
it's hard to move any of those guys.
If you can get value for Eckler right now, though, by just saying, look what Eckler has done in the past. He's coming back in 2 games, and you can sell that to somebody and get 80-90% value for what you would.
Yeah,
that's tough. And that's what I'm thinking with Aaron Jones, right? Like if you can get close to full value for him, but like you're saying, he's been that good. So that's not necessarily a move you want to make right now.
All right. We got a couple other questions here from Rajveer and Tyler and Ray all coming up, but there is a phone call, and that means we have to take this caller. Good evening, caller. Welcome to the Sleepwire Show. What is your name? What is your question?
Jesus, go Raiders.
Oh, Jesus, man. How you doing? Go Raiders.
What's up, man? What's up, bro? What's up,
What's up?
What's going on, Hayes?
What happened? Did you
You
shout?
scared him off.
Yeah, go ahead, Jesus. What do you got today?
No, I'm here. I'm here. Just cutting off a little bit. Darion, man, is always like this. All right, I have a couple questions. First one, I have a trade. The quarterback he's trading me, I'd rather have Joe Burrow over him, same division. So he's offering me Baker Mayfield and Dallas Goedert. I don't need a tight end because I have Waller, but it won't hurt to have a backup because of COVID and everything. So he's trying to give me those 2 guys for Ronald Jones and Alan Lazard. What do you guys think about that?
You have Alan. So
you
have Alan Lazard or I'm sorry,
and Ronald Jones, yeah.
He would be trading away Lazard and Jones to get.
But getting
Goddard.
Baker is like worthless.
Yeah.
Is it a super flex?
It's got to be.
No, it's let me remind you guys, it's standard, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, and 1 flex.
Not a super flex, 1 quarterback.
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing this.
I don't think it's worth it. If you can get Goddard for some other trade, I like that. But getting Baker is
Yeah, I just if he's throwing in a different piece other than Baker, so like you're getting Goddard and a different running back or a different wide receiver, I think that's probably okay just to get that depth with Goddard, and then he's also kind of a usable piece, right? Like if you need to throw him in your flex or something, you can do that. So that's not a bad idea to snag Goddard, but I want something else other than Baker. A different position, rather. Something else other than a QB.
Say that again, Jesus.
What about Joe Burrow? Because he has him also, and I'd rather get him instead of Baker Mayfield.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, I could have the stack with T. Higgins, I have T. Higgins.
Who's your quarterback now?
Can you repeat that?
Who's your quarterback now?
My quarterback is Derek Carr. Right now, I was trying to trade for Wilson, but the guy's not budging. He wants Aaron Jones, and I'm not going to give up Aaron Jones. My thing is, my name is playmakers in this league. I'm gonna let the quarterback not win me the games, but my playmakers are gonna win me the games.
Hey, yeah, no, you're not. Don't get rid of Aaron Jones.
Yeah. All right. And CMC's back this week or no?
We think it's looking that way.
It looks that way.
I believe he was full go in practice today, right?
Yeah. He was full practice, and even last week he was in some limited fashion, but it was a Thursday game, so that's why he didn't go. So yeah, I think he's a go this week.
Yeah. But I mean, a limited Christian McCaffrey is still better than a lot of full-time starters, though, right?
Yeah, if he's out there,
absolutely, you got to start him.
Absolutely.
All right, and how many points AB plays? How many points you think he'll get? You think he'll pass the 10 points?
I think
not off volume. If he gets a touchdown, then yeah.
Really? You don't think he'll get like just 5 receptions for 50 yards?
I don't.
Man, the disrespect for Antonio Brown.
I mean,
Woo!
show me the proof that he's out there on a bunch
in one
of
game
snaps.
with Brady. Didn't he go for 5 for like 76 and a touchdown?
Yeah, but he's not guaranteed the snaps yet.
He's gonna get 30.
I'm just saying.
35,
Not
they're saying, and he's gonna get more than that, I think, anyway.
I think he'll get some work. You know, he could see 6-7 targets.
I'm about AB
He's
season season long, but I mean, there's no guarantee that this one game that he comes back and then he just automatically has a bunch of chemistry with Brady and he's looking like himself and he's getting open. Like Brady is very much a time.
No,
he lives with this dude.
They
bro.
have
He has
chemistry.
a little
man.
bit.
They don't.
lives with
They've
him.
worked out plenty.
He lives with them.
I'm just saying.
I mean, if that's not
just saying.
like he sees him in like a towel, you know, like in if they ain't chemistry, you know, he's looking across the room at him. They got chemistry, bro.
Wait,
He ain't
was
Mike
it-
Evans, that's for sure.
Didn't AB get in trouble for playing with himself behind a woman once? You think
I
he's
don't
doing that
know.
shit at Brady's house?
I've heard
Look, this is Sleeper Wild Mailsack, man. We can't be talking about this kind of stuff. These accusations.
Allegedly. Sorry,
Allegedly.
I'm cracking Jesus up over there. Jesus hates this guy. He came to the Raiders and treated him like trash. So Jesus, he's going to get -2 points. That's not realistic. That's just to make you feel good.
Yeah, no, it's all cool. Well, because I'm asking because I might have to start 4 wide receivers this week. My only 4, which is Julio Jones, DJ Chark, AB, and Henry Ruggs. Depending on, I'm waiting to see what's going on with Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones, and I also have David Johnson. So most likely it might be CMC and David Johnson. Because I don't know what they're doing with Ronald Jones no more. So I don't mind trading him away.
Yeah, so I'd probably rather take the upshot on AB in the flex as opposed to Ronald Jones. But I'm just wanting to say tread with caution and don't go in expecting that AB is just going to light up and just put up a 30-point game. You know, AB's AB, so anything is possible, but just be cautiously optimistic and don't be too surprised if he gets 5 or 6 points.
I think he gets about 16.
All right.
I like it.
Well, that's a damn good game. So if the profit is right, you got to start it for sure.
And he's not going to see Lattimore, so you're good.
All righty. Sounds good. Well, I think that's it, guys. Love the podcast. Love the trash talking. And go Raiders.
All right, go Raiders. Thanks, Jesus. Love it when Jesus calls in. Go Raiders. All right, let's back to some questions. One came in through the Mixler here a minute ago. Kool-Aid, oh yeah. What are my weak points? 13 team PPR, 6-point quarterback touchdown. All right. I'm going to read you his team and you tell me where his weak points are. Quarterback is Herbert. Quarterback is Herbert or Jackson. Running back, Robinson, Eckler, Aaron Jones, Clyde Edwards, Williams, Bell. Wide receivers, Michael Thomas, Fuller, T. Higgins, AB, Justin Jefferson's tight end, Jonnu. Defense, Saints, kicker, Blankenship. Defense is weak.
Yeah, you have obviously kickers and defense, they can stream those with no problem. Jonnu is kind of a middling tight end that's very much a touchdown base. You have decent running back.
13 teams. This is a pretty good team, actually.
It's a very good team.
Yeah, no, it's a good
Very
team.
good at tight end.
You
need the tight end upgrade for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And he has some depth at running back. Not a ton of studs, but definitely like very usable options. So you could package, a CEH and Jonnu to somebody and get back, a good tight end.
Yeah, who is he shooting for in tight end then? Give him some ideas.
I mean, you're gonna go for Waller, Kelsey.
You could even look at buying Hawkinson low. Because
Yep.
Hawkinson's not sexy, but he's tight end 4, and he's never had less than 9 points all season.
You know
which
what?
sounds like crappy, but it's actually like
For a
pretty
tight
good.
for a tight end.
What do you guys
Yeah.
think? What do you guys think about sneakily trading for Ingram?
I like that. I thought you were going
I
to
like
say
that.
Gronk, but I like that.
No, I think Ingram's kind of been like, you've been expecting more from him, but he's been at least getting you like 10, 12 points a game, which is like tight end good, but not like, like what we're used to.
Good.
Now. Yeah, it's not good.
Good.
But it's tight end good, right? I mean, it's not that Kittle. We don't have Kittle anymore. I mean,
That's the
I don't know if
problem,
we got
right?
Reed.
Even having like good tight ends, there's
you
no
got
one
Kelsey
left now.
Kelsey, and even Waller this year, he's giving you some duds. So
Yeah,
I think Ingram Cook, but I don't know.
Yeah, just don't know that that's an upgrade from Jonnu.
Yeah. If
well,
you could
Jonnu, the problem is his splits with AJ Brown in the lineup are really bad.
Yeah,
like really bad. I was looking through that the other day, and it's just terrible how much worse he is when AJ Brown's in the lineup.
I mean, it's only but so many balls, Ryan Tannehill's going to throw. I mean, he's a good quarterback.
They're all going to Corey Davis, the first round pick.
The boy,
Corey Davis,
the boy,
looking like Devontae Parker out there.
Yeah,
All right. Cool. So we gave you some good points there. Raz Attack, I missed my question. The one on top, second one. What? Oh, we did this. Did we do this? No, we didn't do this one. I need one wide receiver and one flex. I got Mike Williams, Ruggs, Curtis Samuel, DJ Dallas, Breida, and Duke Johnson. Okay, so I need a wide receiver and a flex from that group.
Mike Williams and Dallas for me.
That's my picks.
That's it.
Yep. I gotta agree. All right, Raz Attack, there you go. Back to the questions from the stream here. Okay, this is another question from Roger Azhak. This one is
okay. I think it's Raj. I think we lost Steve for a second. I don't know.
Current running backs.
Sorry about that. I accidentally left the meeting.
No bigs. So what is his question here?
Hang on. It's two parts.
Yeah.
Let me get back here. So for a different PPR league, I need some advice for my wide receiver running back. Current running backs are Gurley, Swift, Mike Davis, Edmonds, and Lindsey. Wide receivers are Evan, Robbie, Marvin, and Curtis. Wondering who my starters and flex should be. So we'll do
2-2-1.
Can we
2-2-1? Yeah, do it that way. There you go.
I'm gonna go with Edmonds and
I'm going Gurley, Edmonds, Lindsey.
I wanted to say Gurley,
That's
but
where
I
I'm
was hesitant. Yeah.
No, I think you got to roll with Gurley.
And then Evans and Robbie, right?
Robbie and
Robbie too. Yeah. And I don't have my
no Evans.
So let me.
No Evans. Look at the splits, man. Look at the splits.
No
You
Evans.
do not play Evans against Marshawn Lattimore. You don't do it.
I got it.
Don't do it. They hate each other.
I got Evans.
You guys are crazy, man. Watch those games.
Sorry, I'm just,
Watch those
I
games.
arbitrarily told you what I told you, but I put thought into rankings.
I'm telling you, man.
But look, my I was trash on
Curtis has been really good.
Dude, I was like 150.
You got to roll with him.
Pros last week on wide receivers, so don't listen to me. I was 6 on quarterback though, so maybe ask me a quarterback. Ask me a quarterback question. I ask these guys about wide receivers because I've been terrible all year on wide receivers.
If you were the Cowboys, who would you start at quarterback?
Amari
you feeling
Cooper.
the Cooper rush?
Yeah,
Cooper to Cooper.
I think
CeeDee Lamb.
The Cooper to Cooper might be money. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they can pick up Most Anu to play quarterback.
I just don't.
Did we answer this question? Are we good?
Okay, so I'm Robbie and Curtis and Gurley and Edmonds, and these bozos are Evans and Robbie with Gurley and Edmonds and Lindsey still.
Yes.
So we're good on the RBs. We're split on the wide receivers.
Okay, there you go, Roger Vieira.
Yes.
Got a question from Tyler Walker. Would you trade CEH and T. Higgins for Zeke and Christian Kirk?
No.
I didn't offer the trade. Okay, just to be clear. Tyler didn't offer the trade. The Zeke owner did. So don't you judge Tyler.
I like how he wrote that though.
Yeah,
I love how you put that in there.
I do think that Kirk is ascending, so there's nothing wrong there. But like T. Higgins,
nah, you can't get rid of
It's
him.
like don't roast me.
He's a baller,
right? He's like, look, I didn't offer it. Don't
But I just need some clarity. There's nothing wrong with getting clarity. That's what we're here for.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. Sorry, we don't want to seem like
Don't let who's don't let him shame
Me?
you here, okay? We're not allowing that. We're not on this show. No profit shaming here.
No,
all right?
never.
All right. Ray Gamer, Marvin Jones versus the Vikings or Deontay Johnson versus the Cowboys for my wide receiver 2 spot in a standard scoring league.
I'm gonna go Marvin.
Even with Stafford out.
I can't do it, man. I can't. I gotta take Deontay.
Give me
I
Deontay.
can't do it. I can't do it.
I think it slipped in my brain.
I
think it slipped.
It's so hard, man. Like
They're close, but I think I want the upside of Deontay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it's the Cowboys.
I mean, our biggest worry there is that it's just a blowout and that they're not throwing the ball, but
okay.
Everyone's just like
Tyler Walker. I could probably trade him Edmonds because he's tilting pretty hard on Zeke. Oh, okay, that's a follow-up of that. Ray Graham, would you pick up Justin Jackson versus the Raiders or Damian Harris versus the Jets in standard?
Probably Harris, right?
Yeah. Let's go with Harris on this one.
Yes.
All right. Roger Veer, is it too late to hop off the Mike Davis train, or can I still get decent value for him?
You're not going to get, you might get something to the CMC owner, but it needed to happen. Needed to happen like 2 weeks ago when there was like still like usable game value.
Yeah, you held on too long. But
Which
I mean,
I've done this also. Like I held on to Davis and I wanted to just get the last games. It didn't really work out because he didn't play well. But I needed those spots for a couple of weeks because of injuries, right?
And I had him ranked top 12 both those weeks, and he just
based off of performance, they've been using him so much, and then they just stopped throwing him the ball. They stopped throwing to him.
I feel like I feel like they started to use him more like, hey, let's see how he looks if we is in a spell role. And I think that's kind of how they wanted to see if once CMC is back, can we use him in some sort, I don't know. That's the only thing that makes sense because it was weird.
Yeah, and the other, they all three of the wide receivers have been getting work recently.
I mean, yes.
Well, even Curtis Samuel's been getting the rushing work too.
Yeah,
and a couple of touchdowns. That should have went to Davis, especially.
Weird.
For sure, the one around the left, the sweep to the left,
Yeah,
on the first drive of last game. That Davis gets him all the way down the field. You're thinking, okay, this is going to be a good game for Davis. Like he gets some usage down the field, he's going to get a touchdown, and then like nothing, just disappeared after that drive. Like Curtis, Samuel just zapped everything from him.
Took his shaking my head because it started a bunch of leaks.
We all
Trade
did.
PPR pick 2: Deontay Johnson, Toledo Rockets, Brandon Cooks, DeAndre Swift, or Devin Singletary. Thanks, guys. I need 2.
Okay, Brandon Cooks.
So the question is do I start 2 wide receivers or do I give DeAndre Swift a shot? And I'm really leaning the 2 wide receivers.
How many targets has he gotten over the last few games?
I'm gonna go
Johnson?
No, Swift.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Let's check it out real quick.
But yeah, I'm definitely good with you on Cooks because Cooks has a great matchup. Like you said, he lit up the Jaguars before. But there's the Deontay, man. He could have another like a 3 touchdown game, but honestly, I think you just got to lean to the points.
Mm-hmm.
It's.
I mean,
Deontay should even have the better floor, probably.
Swift is getting like 4 targets a game.
That's okay.
3-4 targets a game is consistent, bro.
Like I know, but I think
but Deontay is going to get.
I think I still want Deontay
6 to 8 targets if he's playing.
Right, but he's also
half the
rushing
game.
Work. He's also getting you know what I'm saying. It's about touches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's already getting 3 to 4.
Yeah, but they
then
do.
And then goal line.
They do weird stuff though, right? They do
you think
weird
about
stuff.
TD upside too.
Right. That's where I'm at. So for me, it's Swift and Cooks. Like
But you think TD upside for Swift is better than Deontay?
We know that the Steelers are moving the ball downfield.
They're going to score
every single drive. The Steelers are moving the ball. We don't know that Detroit's going to move the ball.
I like Swift. Don't get me wrong, but we're talking about a wide receiver 1 on a number 1, the only undefeated team against the worst defense in the league versus Swift, who's playing the Vikings, who is honestly weren't terrible last year.
I just feel like Pittsburgh always uses like a different wide receiver. It's like flavor of the week for them. Like you can't rely on one wide receiver for them. As soon as you think you got to figure it out, they give it to another wide receiver. You know, it could be a Juju week, it could be a Claypool week, it could be. I don't
really believe that though. I just think that Deontay hasn't been healthy, and that's what it's coming.
I mean, that's been the narrative, and I agree with you to a certain point.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm not locked in on. I'm not. Like, I love Deontay Johnson. I look, this is a name I try to get going. It hasn't happened. I call him after death of AB. After death, I think he's after death. I think he is AB, basically. I think he's the one on that team. But
it's a very complicated nickname.
It is, but I think I love it. You know, after death. It's AB. You know what I'm saying? AD.
You should just call him AB after Brown. Come on. It's right there in front of you.
Brown.
Call him Deontay Johnson. Toledo Rockets.
He's AD. He's after death. You know what I'm saying?
All right. All right. Jackson's up next. What do you guys think about Zach Moss? Looks like he might get a starting spot soon. So I'm wondering if Moss gets a starting spot. Do I start him over Jordan T moving forward?
No. No way.
Actually, you asked us earlier, and someone asked us earlier in the show, buy low running back JT.
Yeah.
Yep. That's definitely one. And you know, for everyone that was watching the game, Singletary and Moss got kind of equal usage. Moss was getting what was in the red zone. Singletary still looks like the better running back to me. I know that I'm gonna die on this hill, and
he's always been the better running back.
Singletary, Singletary gets so much hate. But
it's TD or bust for Moss.
Moss is getting the red zone, and he got 2 touchdowns last week, so it makes the stat line look huge for him. But Singletary is the dude that can take it to the house.
They want to give it to Moss.
They do. They want to force it.
It just seems like they just want to give it to him, and it's like that's what I love Singletary, and I think he's good too. I think they're both good players, but they just want to give Moss worked in there more. They just do. It's evident, like.
Would you start him over JT though? That's
not
tough for me to do. Yeah,
I'm not starting him over JT.
I wouldn't want to start either of those guys, to be honest, if I could help it.
Who?
Could it. Moss or JT?
You don't want to start either. You're saying?
Not really.
Yeah,
I love JT, but it's just not.
Yeah,
looking great for him right now. And Moss is I'm iffy on. Although this week I believe they're playing Seattle, right?
It's
a
Seattle
good matchup. So if you want to start. If you got to start him against Seattle, you definitely can't hate that. It's a good opportunity. Josh Allen will probably throw for like 350 though.
All right. We got another question from this one's from Amar Sidhu. Breida or Dobbins, Ebron or Jonnu? So it's a pick one or the other here for this week.
Dobbins, Ebron.
Yep, Dobbins and Ebron.
I think Breida's out, isn't he?
I don't know if he's in or out, but
I think
he is out. I think it's gonna. Yeah.
Okay. It's Dobbins either way.
Yeah.
Breida is out, so it's Jordan Howard and who's the other guy?
Who they trade for? Damian Williams? No.
Laird. Patrick Laird. Who's this guy? Mr. Laird.
Yeah, they have Patrick Laird, which they just haven't meshed. He's not a guy that has worked on this team. I feel like they'll give Salvon Ahmed a shot. I know they just traded for DeAndre Washington, who did look good at the end of last season on the Chiefs. If you look at his numbers, no one started him last year in the playoffs. But if you did have to start him, whoever played against you was pissed off because you won your championship probably because of him in the flex. So if he could do that on this team, yeah. But I think they traded him for depth. So.
Yeah, so it's definitely Dobbins, and then Ebron or Jonnu. Who's?
I'm gonna go Ebron.
All right, so there you go, 3 for 3. Tyler Walker wants to know rough spot, 1 league, just got Higgins on bye. Ridley queued up, Jameson queued up. I have Deontay, Kirk, and Mims left, 14 team. Pick up Reynolds, Mooney, Ward, or Guyton for 1 week. So who do we like for the 1 week pickup here? Josh Reynolds, Mooney, Ward, or Guyton?
For when? Next week, I guess, right?
This week.
This week isn't Ward on a bye?
Philly, yeah, he's on a bye.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think Guyton against Vegas. These two teams usually play.
I like it. And we've already seen him have what 3 long touchdowns, or at least 2 long touchdowns with Herbert.
It just feels like another one. I think this is going to be a shootout.
I hope so.
I think they're looking to get him those shots, right? Obviously, they've connected on 2
Oh, they
already.
definitely want
They'll keep looking for that, and Herbert trusts him enough to throw it up.
He's there whenever they try to sync it up, it happens. So they don't look for him enough, to be honest.
Little shout out to Guyton. Went to my alma mater. Went to my high school. No big deal.
Nice.
Him and Kyler Murray both.
Oh, Allen, Texas boy.
Okay. A little dust.
That's right.
A little dust off
That's
your
right.
shoulders. Okay.
That's right.
We got from the mixer. Kool-Aid. Oh yeah, I just got Ingram for Bell and Jonnu. Did I win this trade? So you got Evan Ingram for Le'Veon Bell and Jonnu Smith. You like that?
Yeah, I like it.
I think it's an upgrade in a 10 team that this was. It sounded like, or this is the 13 man. So you have a positional upgrade there. I think that you did fine. I think it's honestly, I don't think there was a loser in this trade.
All right, good job, Kool-Aid. Oh yeah,
Put this thing together. Me. That's who.
Get the Scarface. Wilson 27. Do we roll with the Packers defense tomorrow night with the Niners down to nothing? There may not be a game. They might not have a team to field. But guys, if it comes down to a game, I don't know how you could do better than the Packers defense against the team.
I couldn't do it. Not with how good the Niners are running the ball. I don't care who's running the ball, and the Packers suck at stopping the run.
Good point.
I'd personally rather have the Giants, the football team.
Are we talking about Washington? Yeah.
Footballs.
The footballs, or even Arizona.
Yeah, I like Arizona this week too.
That too. But I'm high on footballs.
Okay. All right. Let's see. That does it for that. Let's go to the mail sack now, guys. If you want to call in, we got a few minutes left here in the show. Probably about 7 or 8 minutes. We'll try to get through the rest of the mail sack here. Aramini, Robert Woods, or Tyler Boyd, rest of season full PPR. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Arami.
Oh, I thought that was a player for a second. When you said
Robert Woods or Tyler Boyd, ROS, full PPR.
Give me
Tyler Boyd.
I'm taking Woods.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
PPR.
Go yeah, I mean,
both that much. They're both PPR guys.
Point flip. Whoever you like more. To be honest, that's tough.
Woods is still the one.
Yeah,
the problem is like that Bengals volume is so annoying, man.
Boyd's number 8 on the season right now.
Yeah, he's a beast. I mean,
but not in PP or sorry, not in points
PPR.
Per game.
He has
points per game though.
Points per game.
He's number 8 in PPR.
He's not in points per game though. He's not. It's because he hasn't had his bye yet.
He's on his bye this week, but so is Woods. Yeah. And Boyd has 68 targets to Woods having 54. So Boyd is seeing an extra couple of targets a week.
Because the Bengals, they throw the ball the most in the NFL.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We're talking about points in fantasy
and for
football.
me, I do like Woods' rushing upside too. He already has 3 rushing touchdowns, and he could see 2 or 3 more the way they're using him in the red zone.
Yeah, I like both guys, but I think
you don't have a bad option here. Like if you're trading him straight up, maybe you go the Boyd route for volume. I do think Woods has the higher ceiling personally, because I think that Higgins is the red zone target.
Boyd has 16.86 points per game in a PPR, and Woods
had some dud weeks.
Yeah, it's 15, I think. Hold on, I just passed it. It's 15.68. So we're talking about a whole point.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And maybe it's just that catch, right? That volume.
All right. There you go. All right. CCI, Riki, half point. Kirk or Ayuk this week. That's going to be a Kirk default because Ayuk is not playing. JTL VPZ. I don't know how to say that. Underrated wide receiver going forward. I know Rager has a chance, but who else could take the next step wide receiver wise? Why don't you talk about wide receivers of the future here?
Of the future?
Well, the sleeper. Give me some wide receiver sleepers.
Some sleepers.
Practice squad guy that's about to come up. You know what I need.
I mean, the practice squad
UFDA guy.
Sleepers.
I mean, I like Zacchaeus, I like Zacchaeus out there, but nah. I mean, maybe this week if there's no Ridley,
you can see some Christian Blake.
Nah, I think I think Alamed's over Blake. Maybe but yeah, I don't know. You guys gotta come back to me on.
Too bad the Niners don't have Dante Pettis anymore. He'd be useful,
right? Yeah, right.
He'd be useful, but they
or maybe Dante Pettis. Now that he's on the Giants and
he get picked up?
Home. Yeah, he's on the Giants now, and Golden Tate, Golden Tate's not even on his way to the trip. He was acting up, and it was like, "Bruh, you gotta sit home." Like, you got.
Yeah. They let him know.
Yeah. Okay, that explains the Golden Tate question.
Let's get a little spanking.
All right, so Austin Eckler update. Cheese77 wants to know Austin Eckler update. On his Instagram, he looks good. Well, Cheese, if you don't look good on your Instagram, you're not doing it right. You can't take fantasy knowledge.
Eckler's Instagram is popping.
You
see that guy's workouts? Whoo! You want no part of Eckler.
101.
I don't know.
Right after that.
Nothing official. I wouldn't make fantasy decisions based on social media if it was me. But GR Biaza, John Brown, DJ Moore, or Jerry Jeudy in the flex full PPR. Who do you guys like this week? DJ Moore, Jerry Jeudy, John Brown.
Moore.
DJ Moore.
For sure.
All right, DJ Moore. And then Matt Ryan or Tom Brady for the start this week.
Tough matchup with New Orleans, but
I'd roll with Matty Ice, I think.
Let's ask the number 6 on Fantasy Pros Week 8 contributor.
I have Brady a fair amount over Matty, so yeah.
All right, let's go Brady.
Yeah, Brady's 6 for me, and then I have
Trust the prophet
at 11.
Okay. Kool-Aid, oh yeah. Who do I start? Full PPR, 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 2 flex. Did we do this one already? I think we may have. Let me double check. No, we didn't. Okay, so same question here. Who do I start? 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 1 flex. Running backs Robinson, Clyde, and Bell. Wide receivers Michael Thomas, Justin Jefferson, AB, and Fuller. Also starting Herbert over Jackson, or am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy at all. I'm starting him over him as well. I have him as
start Herbert for sure.
Yeah, he's right behind Brady actually for me. So I struggled with that, but
I started Burrow over Lamar last week, and won me a week. 3 points made the difference.
All right, so let's set the rest of this lineup. Wide receiver, I need 2 out of these 3: Robinson, Clyde, and Bell.
Robinson, Clyde, and Bell. You're gonna go Robinson, Clyde.
Yeah, you don't really have a choice, right? You can't go Bell over Clyde.
Yeah,
not yet.
Oh.
All right, wide receivers: Michael Thomas, Justin Jefferson, AB, and Fuller. I need 2 of them.
So it's Michael Thomas for sure, assuming he plays.
Yeah, assuming he plays, and then Fuller.
And do we want to throw Bell into the flex?
No, I think I go AB over Bell.
You'd go. I mean, if I'm going with another wide receiver, I'm going Justin Jefferson.
Facts. Yeah, you don't want to bench JJ. There's no way.
Definitely Jefferson over AB.
All right, so we're good with Fuller, JJ, and MT.
And MT.
Oh, sorry. Why did I say Robinson? That was
he was for the running backs. Yeah, Robinson and CEH.
And CEH, yeah.
Okay. All right, JWN71, New York Giants or the Saints defense this week. Appreciate the hard hard work you do. Appreciate the hard guy.
The hard. I mean, hey, if that's your
Giants
cup of tea,
we're going Giants here.
Wait,
G-Man.
I have it.
This sounds very gay.
That was for me.
Yeah, it's such a cup of tea. You know, it's what you like. You like what you like. You know?
When you got the drop prepared, you might as well use it.
Yeah.
No, guys, it's a joke.
It's cute.
Are you guys in any money leagues? If so, how much? Okay, so he just wants to get personal. Trade rape. Zeke is scaring me. LOL. Trade my 5th for a consistent double-digit weekly David Johnson. He's not great, but he's consistent. So this is a dynasty question. Let's go to Jordan on this one. Are you trading a 5th-round pick for David Johnson this year?
Yeah, why not?
A 5th-round pick.
A 5th-round pick is worth nothing,
what's a
man.
5th gonna net you? Yeah.
I mean, unless you're gonna draft the next James Robinson, then you're not gonna. Yeah, you definitely want to do that. David Johnson shouldn't go for less than a 3rd.
Yeah, I'll give a 3rd.
Maybe a 4th, but in most cases, you know.
I'd probably give a 2nd. I mean, come on.
No, you wouldn't want to give a 2nd.
How many times,
if you're in,
how many times does a 2nd pan out, right?
What? How many times does the 2nd pan out?
How many
second-round picks this year?
I know, but think about the pick that you have, right? Yes, a 2nd-round pick, but think about the pick that you have. Did you get lucky in the 2nd round? Sure, some of us did, but not everyone did. So I'm saying, think about.
But you listen to the Sleeper Wire show. You don't get lucky. You get information.
I took Marquise Brown in the 2nd 2
Thank
years
you,
ago.
Marquise Brown. You could take Antonio Gibson. You could take
Zach Moss. Zach Moss was going in the 2nd to 3rd round this year.
Tons of guys. Singletary was a 2nd-round pick.
If this is a 5th-round pick, it's a C senior. But I just thought of something. All he says is trade my 5th. So if he is meaning trade my 5th overall pick, it's a no senior, correct?
Yeah, not like a 5th round startup. It's a 5th round rookie pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
number first round. Only. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. So there you go. Trade rape. It's a C senior if it's a 5th-round pick. A no senior if it's your first round number 5 spot. That's a no. Farmhole defense pick. Green Bay, Bills, Chargers. Bonus for the defense that gives up the least amount of yards. Okay, that's kind of cool. So who do you guys like? Green Bay, Bills, or Chargers this week?
Green Bay, Bills.
I think
Charger. Actually,
you don't think you got to? I think you might have to go Green Bay.
Chargers have not been any favors.
They haven't been good enough.
No,
and they could be in a shootout too. You know, as much as Derek Carr he's not really in shootouts, but it could be a 28 point game out of the Raiders with the Chargers putting up 30.
Probably Green Bay, right?
I don't love Green Bay, but you definitely aren't playing the
Thursday,
Bills.
Thursday night.
There's
something to it. Yeah, there's something to it. So let's go Green Bay.
All right. And then Lamar Jackson or Matt Ryan for the start.
Lamar.
Okay. Ledford 13. Who would you trade? I'm sorry. Would you trade CeeDee Lamb and Kenny G for Antonio Brown in a 16 IDP Dynasty League?
Absolutely not. Why would you do that?
What?
CeeDee Lamb's a future stud.
You're gonna trade Kenny G and why?
For Antonio Brown? Oh God, no.
Sorry, I don't insult you with that, but
No, senor!
Listen, don't let this guy take advantage. Clearly, what trying to do. That's clearly what this guy's trying to do. He's trying to take advantage.
Is George in your league?
Right? George,
it probably is George. It probably is George.
George, are you listening right now?
Farmhole wants to know which defense, if you need to choose one to run out the season with, Bills, Chargers, or Rams?
Rams.
Yeah.
Rams have a good schedule?
They're just the best defense.
I think the Chargers have a really good schedule. If my mind
they had a good schedule last week.
Yeah, they've had a good schedule. They're just not doing much in terms of putting up defensive points.
Just give me Aaron Donald.
That's the issue.
Give me Aaron Donald.
Patriots week 13. That's pretty good.
Yeah, for me, it's gonna be
Rams, and Jordan's on the fence with the Chargers.
We'll get back.
All right, hop over to the Rams side. We got a couple more questions here, guys, and we're gonna wrap it up. Minimal impact. Pick 3: Zeke, JT, Gibson, Dallas, and Dobbins in a standard. So I need 3 out of those 5: Zeke, JT, Gibson, DJ Dallas, and Dobbins.
Zeke, Dobbins.
Is this for rest of the season?
No,
just
this week.
So you got to go Dallas probably and Dobbins. Yeah.
Dallas, Zeke, and Dobbins. That sound about right
for me.
Yeah, I mean JT against Baltimore.
Could you start
I don't
Gibson
really
over
want
Zeke?
that. No.
Am I getting too cute here?
You know what? I'm not checking I didn't check my rankings, even though I was terrible last week on it.
I would
against
the
Giants.
I would rather play Zeke than Dobbins.
Yeah, Gibson. So yeah, it's Gibson.
But we're not sitting Zeke though. We're gonna sit Dobbins, right?
No.
Against Indy.
We're starting all three of those guys. Zeke.
I think it's 3. Yeah.
We're forgetting one, right?
It's Zeke, Dobbins, and Gibson.
Okay, because before you said Dallas,
I said Dallas.
I said Dallas.
I said
Yes.
Dallas before.
Are you sitting Dallas now?
Yes, I'm sitting Dallas.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I was too high
Let's
on
sit
Dallas. I was too high on Dallas. I love
It's
Dallas.
just a juicy matchup against
I love
Buffalo.
DJ Dallas. I love DJ Dallas.
If Chris Carson doesn't play, I think DJ Dallas is a top 16 running back.
okay. Wilson 27. Final question, possibly the final question: CEH or Allen Robinson in my flex?
CEH. Right, Carolina, they can't stop the run.
Or Al Robinson for me.
Allen Robinson's he's pretty
Why is
good.
that a question?
Is it PPR?
Even
Should
if
be.
it's not, it doesn't have to be.
He should see 12 targets against Tennessee. Who's Tennessee got? Malcolm Butler?
Carolina can't stop the run.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell's gonna run it up their gut.
I like how you said Carolina can't stop the run. It was almost
The Jets couldn't stop the run either, but they
All
were
right.
still bad.
I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay with Allen Robinson. I am, but CEH against that run defense.
Yeah.
It's Allen Robinson. Of course,
juicy.
Okay. We good? Oh, there's more questions on the stream. All right, this is going to be it. We'll wrap these up and then we'll be out of here. Let me see. Where are we at here?
I'm going to smoke a cigarette and say, I don't believe you.
I was concerned about the Evans. Oh, we did that already. I'm in a tough spot in one league. Got Higgins on by. We did that already. I'm in a dynasty. Oh, we did all these.
Oh, okay. So
all right. Last question here. Looks like from Minimal Impact, play Burton or Gesicki or drop one for Logan Thomas this week.
Man, that's tough.
Logan Thomas.
Give me Gesicki. Traditionally, just saying, hear me out. Tight ends do very well against Arizona.
Traditionally, or this
Is
year?
that this year or last year?
That's what I'm
Traditionally,
that was the last year that stat.
It's still
play this year.
Traditionally, and they're still not great against the tight end. And Gesicki, we know, is more of like a slot receiver than a tight end.
Listen,
Linda, you're not listening to me.
Let's not mess up my boy all business. This is, he needs to win. You know what I'm saying? We can't mess this up for him.
So Gesicki, we agree.
Logan Thomas. I'm gonna say pick up Logan.
Get out of here.
It's excited.
It's gonna be such a low-scoring garbage game between those two terrible teams.
10-13, guaranteed.
Touchdown, Logan Thomas.
No. Jay Rich, please talk some sense into your boy.
I'm with you. I don't want to play Logan Thomas.
Thank
man.
you.
I can't do
Who
it.
do you
I
want to
can't
play?
do it.
Who do you
I would
want to
play
play?
Gesicki. It should be a
Yes,
high-scoring
sir.
game, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
At worst
I
case,
would start Burton
Arizona puts
over
up
Gesicki.
points, and Tua will throw for at least
You're gonna
200
play
yards this
Burton
game.
against
Burton.
Oh God, come on.
It's against Baltimore.
What, you hoping he runs the Wildcat again?
Burton.
Doyle is getting the love.
Look, all seriousness, Logan Thomas. This week, I think he does score a touchdown. I don't really like the rest of these guys. I mean, we gotta wait and see. I want to hold Mike Gesicki.
I mean,
Drop
you
Burton.
like Gibson, you like
Drop
Thomas.
Burton and pick up Logan Thomas. And
yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and then if you like, why not? You
I
rather
like Burton.
You want Burton?
I like Burton and I like Gesicki. Play the matchups between those two guys every single week, and you have a tight end one rest of season.
I mean, has Gesicki really done much tight end ones on a week?
He's had a couple good weeks. He's had a couple, but now he's got two of those. It's a new situation. Yeah. I mean, if he scored a touchdown, he's a tight end one. So
I mean,
don't take much.
Not when you got Kelsey. Yeah, I guess.
Don't take much, but
yeah,
I mean, we'll see. Year. It's been bad. It's been a bad year. I see your point on Logan Thomas.
I mean, Gesicki, the last 2 games hasn't been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to follow that up?
Mr. 100-yard Tua, man. He's
because you're hoping. This is like a hope. You don't want to start a guy on a hope. You want something that you could see, that you could feel, that you could touch. You know what I mean? You could touch a Burton. You know, you could touch a Logan Thomas.
Steve, where's your drop? Steve, I need the drop.
Which one?
He doesn't know what to do there. I don't know what to do there. I didn't know what this came out of my
on that
brain.
note, Gesicki. On that note, Gesicki.
All right. Final question. We got to wrap this up. I want to get out of here. You want to get out of here. People want to go do whatever they want to do tonight. She Loves Jungles watching on YouTube. Should I trade Leonard Fournette and JT for Aaron Rodgers? I'm not going to offer much because he already has Kyler Murray.
No,
that's too much
for Rodgers.
That's too much.
I mean, is this a super flex? Because you're offering like 2 RB2 plus for rest of season.
I'm guessing he doesn't have, or he might just have a trash quarterback, and Rodgers is a.
That's too much. I mean, JT alone should get that done. If the person is running back needy, you should be able to get this done for JT, and like that's completely fair.
This person obviously is greedy and he's probably counter to this. I don't know. Let us know more, or just go to sleeperwire.com and submit the question, and we'll give you
JT at most for Rodgers.
I'm definitely with that. But
or start with Fournette and see if they do it, because they already have Kyler. So maybe
we're giving up Fournette though too. I'm not really super high on
try one of those, not both.
Yeah, I want it just because running backs are running backs, and in COVID year especially, you want to keep running backs. So,
all right,
let us know more.
Okay. That'll do it. Thanks for tuning in to the Sleeper Wire Mailsack. We'll be live again next Wednesday night, starting at 7 with open phone line to answer your questions live. And if you enjoyed the format of this show and you want to get start sit questions answered on Sunday morning, then you want to tune into the Blitz. Everywhere you heard this show today and interacted with us, you can interact with the Blitz on Sunday starting at 10:30 Eastern. Those guys will get you sorted out for football on Sunday before kickoff. Today on the show, my Dynasty and Devy specialist, part of the FTN Network and Destination Devy, helping you dominate your Devy and Dynasty leagues at DL Football on Twitter. It was Jordan Richards on Twitter at Chaboy J Rich. Also, if you need photography, graphic design,
yes, sir.
You need a logo done. You need somebody to come shoot pictures of your business, help you with your social media, get you squared away on Twitch, get you squared away on TikTok. JordanRichards.ca is the website to go to. My performance-based expert, Primetime Lucas on Twitter at SleeperWireLBB, and Hoos, the deep sleeper prophet at SleeperWireHoos on Twitter. And guys, if you didn't get a chance to reach us on the show, you can find us on the Sleeper app at the Sleeper Wire channel. We are also on Facebook groups at Sleeper Wire Fantasy Football Club, Twitter at Sleepwire Show, and links to all those places and a contact form to send your questions through the mail at sleeperwire.com. Thanks, guys, for being part of the show. Thanks for calling in, and thanks for listening. We'll catch you next week. Have a wonderful week 9.
Hey.